There are times that I will want to pay that.
I know, but it looks weird. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Hey, hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Krishna Priya. This is the Human Colony Hucolo webinar. It's Saturday, the 23rd of
There are times
August.
that I want to pay that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Hi, everyone, and welcome. See? Hey, hi, everyone. You distracted me. I'm going to start over. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Don't laugh at me, Christy. This is the Human Colony Hucolo webinar. It's Saturday, the 23rd of August 2025. We have with us our very wonderful channel, Jim Charles. And today I have with me in my room, Angie Speed here visiting me from New York.
So I can't just run next door to help Jim right at the moment.
Yeah, you have to run really fast and really far.
Good
Yeah.
thing Blair's here.
That's right. And we've got Blair in Jim's room. So who else do we have in our room? We've got Safira, Susan, Adriana, Ariana, Christine. That's funny.
It is.
Adriana, Ariana, Christine, Christy, Emmanuel, Joan, Celeste, Stephanie, and Wendy. I like that. We need some other, and we've got a Joan and a Jim. All right, and a Stephanie, Celeste. That's awesome. Wendy, we need another W person for you because we have Susan and Safira, so we need to find another.
Good luck with that one.
All right. Okay, so I think we'll start with some announcements.
Let's start with some announcements. All right. The pendulum class that is scheduled for today, we're going to reschedule it for next Saturday. The time was going to be 2:00 because Max is going to be finishing. Max always goes a little bit later because he's in California time. So we're going to do it a little bit later. We're canceling because I'm just quite not feeling well today. And so I need to really stay low key. With that, you are still available. You can join the class. It will be next Saturday. I almost said, so it'll be 2 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Cost is $150. And if you're interested, please email classes at hucolo.org, and I will get that information out on how you can still be able to be a participant in this pendulum class. Would you like to talk about it just a little?
Yeah, the class is called Pendulum Mastery, and we will literally go through anything and everything you've ever never wanted to know about the pendulum and how it works and how to bring it into your energy and then utilize it in so many different modalities, whether it's trying to get information, yes, no, but also using it with the pendulum wheel to learn different things and how to make a pendulum wheel, how to center your energy into the pendulum, also using it to access the Akashic records, to contact beings, to clear energy in a room, to do energetic cleansing for people, but also energetic checking for people to check their chakras for balancing. So there's literally nothing else that's a tool within divination that is as flexible as the pendulum. And the thing that's really nice about the pendulum, as I was reading about the history, is it's mobile. It's you stick it in your pocket and you go, and it makes it a very useful tool to use. And it's in the same family as dowsing rods, but has a lot more applications. So we'll learn all about it.
Yes. The one thing that I was not aware of that it came to my attention last night is that the class comes with a manual. So that obviously
not Emmanuel that's here.
Not Emmanuel, because he doesn't come with no.
Emmanuel, you have a job to do after this class.
So it does come with a manual, and so that you can always reference back to that.
22 pages of instruction, charts, exercises, practices, teaching. So it's quite involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you are interested in this class that we are going to postpone to next Saturday, email classes at hucolo.org. The cost of the class is $150, and again, it'll go 2 to 6.
Yep.
The other announcement that we have is Jim's book. I don't have it with me. Normally I would be holding it up right now. And the Elijah Speaks book. It is not yet available on Amazon, but if you would like a personally signed copy, email classes@hucolo.org. I'll tell you how you can purchase the hard copy that we can ship it out to you.
Very
I think that's it. Other than just really having an amazing time with my wonderful friend Krishna Priya, and this is nice.
yeah. Okay.
I just wanted to correct, it's really not a hard copy, but it's
It's the hard copy in your hand
yeah, it's
versus a
Physical
digital.
copy.
it's a paperback copy, but it is hard to get a hold of.
Mhm, it is a paperback, but it's a hard copy in your hand.
Well, yeah. Jim's right.
It is.
Hard
It's a.
copy.
It is a.
It's not a hard copy.
It is not. It's a
It's a
paperback.
Paperback. Paper bound. Signed. It's a collector's item. Wow.
Oh, hey, where'd it go?
No.
Is that good?
No, that does not. That's not good.
It doesn't help you.
Jim's face a lot better.
Is that
No,
better?
Now he's backlit.
Yeah, I mean, he is back little,
but
it doesn't compare to when you were at Will's house.
right. We
Yeah.
got to do that camera, Jim.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I haven't been anywhere to buy a camera.
Okay. All right. So, okay, we will do some blessings from the peopleches in the room.
All right.
Let me see. Who are our blessings? Susan, Wendy, and Ariana. Yeah. Okay, whenever y'all are ready. Let me
All right.
let me go offline. Chrissy, can you drop your camera and then we'll just have the two people. Thank you. Okay.
Ka sia kia, tu sia kia, tu tia sia itia ia titia, kutu isia hitia, sukuhu ia tia kusia ia kia, tutu isia ia titia ia kia kuia ia tia uku, hia sia ia kutia, sia ukutia, titia usia ia titia, ututia ia kia ia tu ia tia kuia, hia sia ia kia, tu ia tia, tutu isia sukuia ia tia, titia kuhoia ia. Blessings.
The heavens are full of those who wish the people of this planet well. They want to remind you to put God first and yourself second, and to remember that your will and the way you want to do things may not be the way God wants you to do things. Blessed be to you that you are becoming the people of God.
Ashtunoro tahiana kata shun nyara ma nya ki uthohoro nyara nya ti o yera naka shara tahuhiana mama nyoro nya isha tatato yana kia yoro nyesh noro nya ham nyoro mya tio tia nyoro che mahayana takohiana na yo toro kia nyost blessings.
Thank God and praise Him for all the things that you have and all the things that you desire. Remember that when you pray, you are to pray for not only yourself, but all those around you and the world and Mother Gaia, and also the universe whenever possible. Thank you and praise you.
Ikana mai kana haida hara mana kana oida hara kana kana igana hara makana ida hara kamana ode mai kana oida hara na mai kana hara kana ida hara karoi mono kana mai kana hara kana mai kana manai kana manai kana mana kana mokono kana magano.
The world has become a very dangerous place in which to live. Not in every place, but in most places it is becoming much more difficult to do what you need to do. It's more expensive and more anguished than normal. Please give God the glory and look for Him for your relief, for He is with you and loves you all dearly.
All right. Thank you. So should I give the requests?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right, 1 second. All right, let me get the requests that I've lost. I have them. I think so. All right, can you hear me all right? So I just want to make sure. Let me, I move my microphone closer.
Yes.
Elijah, and then Garnu, this the being Christy was speaking about, that he had met Adama from Telos, a representative of the hybrid program, and Any Buddha, Takur, Stephen Hawking, a mantis being, the Zoog, Syria, what, Susan? Soraya. Thank you. She even gave it to me phonetically and I still couldn't read it. Soraya, a female Arcturian human hybrid from Polona, young adult that she's a teacher of. Seth. And yeah, let me see. I'm looking in the chat and I don't see any requests. Oh, no, sorry. Black Period Beings by Stephen Helms. Black Period Beings. Pyramid.
Black pyramid beings.
Like the period at the end of the sentence. Yeah, they're two-dimensional. Black pyramid beings. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, Stephen. All right. Yeah. Do you need it again or you're good?
Well, it was sort of jumbled up there, but I think I got it.
So is that a yes or no?
I'm gonna go with it.
Okay. You don't need it again. Good.
No,
All
I
right.
don't think so.
All right. Well, we will see you in just a few minutes. Have a very nice webinar. And
Thank you.
you have your water. You're ready to go?
I have everything here. I have more drinks than you can imagine.
So let me just say this, Jim, I have you turned all the way up on my volume. Is there any way to increase your volume just a little?
How's that?
Say something again?
Hello?
Yeah, maybe just give maybe Blair can adjust that a moment.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn Jim up in.
Yeah.
Um,
On his settings?
yes,
Yeah.
audio settings. Oh yeah, he's pretty low.
Yeah. Actually, can I tell you something, Blair? You standing there blocks that backlight and Jim's face lit up
Just
completely.
lit right up.
Or is that because the screen is now lighter?
No,
No.
the screen is very light.
Yeah, but now you're clear. Your face is very clear. No
Yes,
shadow.
because the screen is white.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the perfect lighting for you. We need to get you a ring light. No, serious.
He
Serious.
has.
I'll show Angie what to get.
Yeah, I know what they are because I had them the last time I
Yeah.
spoke with you.
Can you
Yep.
turn it up?
Okay, it's automatically adjusting my volume. So let's try that.
How
Check.
How is that?
Yeah, but better. Can you turn it off where it's not automatically adjusting, but that it's manual and then you can turn it up and it stays up?
I've already done that.
Okay.
You speak, Jim.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is better.
I did it for Angie.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I have them all the way up. Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, let's see who comes today. Thank you everyone for being here and think positive thoughts and we'll move forward.
All right. Oh, sorry. And someone else requested Lord Balaji.
Who's that?
A lord? No.
No, he's a Hindu deity.
Oh, yes. Okay. What is he in charge of?
I have to look it up, but I think he's a form of, if I'm correct, he's a form of Shiva. I think so.
Oh, okay.
Let me just make sure. Balaji, let me see, Lord Balaji. Am I wrong? Is he Balaji Srivasa? He's one of the most powerful and worshipped deities in Hinduism, particularly in the state of Andhra Pradesh, where I live in India. We're strictly Shiva. Let me see. He's believed to be shoot, what happened? He's believed to be an incarnation, Vishnu. And he's venerated as the supreme god of Tirupati, residing in the famous Tirumandala Venkateswara temple. Devotees flock from all over the world to seek his divine blessings, with the belief that worshiping Lord Balaji will bring spiritual liberation, material prosperity, and protection from adversities. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
Because,
he's Vishnu.
okay, he is like Vishnu.
Well, see, in Hinduism, you've got the main deities, and then you have aspects of them. Like Balaji is an aspect of Vishnu. Kal Bhairav, is also Shiva. Lord Ram.
Yes, okay,
Okay,
got it.
thank you.
Excellent.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
Well, in the Hindu religion, God is very faceted. So,
Like the most beautiful diamond you've ever seen.
correct. Very faceted.
I'm bright like a diamond. Okay, all right.
Hold on, let's see who comes. Greetings, I am Elijah. I want to tell you now today that time is short, meaning that there will be many changes very soon. Some of these changes will be very unexpected, and others will not. But there will be a multitude of changes coming very, very soon. The thing is about this is they will affect the world in a way that will not be able to be seen until they actually happen. That you might not think some of these things would affect the world at all, but they will. And they will be sharpened in a way that will be dangerous to those who do not pay attention. There are different diseases also on the rise, and there are different thought processes that are also on the rise. And people are finding their courage in destroying others. That is also on the rise. But once they destroy others, they destroy themselves because they don't want to face the consequences of what is going to happen to them after they are caught. The thing is about this is that this is increasing in great volume. Many people are seeing that they are becoming famous for doing something dreadful, and their names will be remembered because of this. They don't want to be nobody, so this is the only way to become somebody. So it is a very rare and strange time in our world that this is happening. So now be aware and be in prayer of all the things that you want to do and want to be and all the things that are moving forward, because God must lead you. God must find his way into your life to lead you properly toward the light and toward the truth and toward the things that he wants you to do. That is one of the major things that I have come here to do, is tell my people and his people, actually they're his people and not mine, that it is time for you to follow God. It is time for you to lift up your eyes and see the truth about what is happening in your own world. Lift up your eyes to God and let him surround you. Let him come into you. Let him become part of the scenario that is you. Because you become fully yourself when you are immersed in God, not any other way. You may say, my ways are good ways. My ways are fine, but they may not be the ways of God. They may be wonderful ways to you, and you may be happy with them, but find out if God is behind them. If God wants you to do it this way, remember to do it God's way. And many of the times people think, well, this is God's way. He's blessing me. He's moving me forward. He's doing the things that he should do with me. But it's actually I'm doing what I want to do, and he is putting up with it because he is, rather than cursing you, trying to help you along so that you may find his true will. Now, you may say, well, isn't that okay? It is and it isn't. Because once you're in God's true will, your power will increase, your beauty will increase, your love will increase, your compassion, forgiveness, and all these things will increase. You have no idea how great you can be until God gets a hold of you. Now, I know that you cannot be a human being and be in God every single moment of the day, but yes, you can because of his grace. But yes, you must. You must follow through and be what he wants you to be. You must follow through and be the best of what he has made you to be. You have many different talents, some of which are not even open yet. Because why? He doesn't trust you with some of these things because you will become bloated in the head. You will become arrogant. You will be saying, I'm better than everyone else because I have all these gifts. That is not the way he wants you to feel. You are not better than everyone else. You are in God's love. He has created mankind equally. And so if you think you are greater, then you will be shut down at some point so that you can realize that you aren't. Do not let or do not make God do that to you because it is not a fun thing. I've seen it happen. It's even happened to myself back in the day. I love you all. You are all trying your best to do what is right for the people of this world. But put your mind in God, and you will be doing the right thing always. You will be shown and given opportunities always. Yes, you may be given opportunities right now, but are they the greatest opportunities? I hope they are. But you will find the greatest opportunities in God's will. That is where you will find the greatest of his love, compassion, and understanding. And yes, his wisdom. Much love to you.
Thank you. Before you go, Elijah, there's a question that if you can answer it.
Yes.
There was a question, it said, and I apologize because now it's missing. No, there it is. It says, Luna B says, I have always wondered this. Why do souls pass away so close to their birthday or in close proximity to it, like 3 weeks up to 3 months?
3 months is not a big deal because that's a quarter of a year. And if you're going 3 months from either side, that's a half a year. So that's not a big deal for it to happen within 6 months of the day you were born. But those that are taken within a couple days of their birth or within the day of their birth or something very close, that means the energies of their birth have returned to take them away. God has created a time slot of an actual place for them to return as easily as possible.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, and then there's another question that says, what herbs can increase your consciousness?
Many herbs can do that. It depends on who you are. Many herbs react differently to different beings.
Right.
The herbs that of cinnamon, the herbs of uh, I can think of countless herbs that will help humanity in many different ways. But find the herbs that deal with your roundaboutness, your acceptance, and the ones that fit you the most perfectly. And then you will find those herbs that will lift you up because they different from different parts of the world. If you were born in India, if you were born in United States, if you were born United Kingdom, there are different herbs sometimes that affect the people in those areas because of the way that the world is in those areas. And so find those herbs that fit you.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. That was all the questions that we had right now.
Very well.
Thank you for being here.
Much love. This is Stephen Hawking. I no longer have to use mechanics to speak.
Wow.
I live a place beyond where they are necessary. So this is what my voice sounds before I went into that malaise.
Well, welcome. It is so lovely to hear from you. Who was it that requested Stephen Hawking? It was Angie. So if I can, I'm going to, first of all, how are you doing and how does it feel to be observing the Earth and all of your theories still very much established in what we're doing here?
I see that many things that I have said were not true, but many things still are relevant.
Yeah.
So it is that, yes, the world is moving forward. It's an exciting new age. It is exciting to see that there are people coming from other worlds to make contact with this planet. But I cannot tell you when they will do that because I'm not given the liberty to tell you that.
Mm.
But the thing is this, they are there and they are watching every movement that the world that you live in is making. And they are trying to figure out when is the best time for them to come. Right now, they have decided that you are immature, at least many of you. But that does not mean they don't think that it's time for some kind of actions to be made. This being said, I will tell you that they will try to make their way through many times before they will actually make it through for good. And so I think that it is right now the time when they are going to most likely bombard the earth with their presence.
Okay. Thank you so much. Angie is here and she has a question for you.
A lot of that, again, thank you for being here. A lot of what your past research has indicated that your prediction was having a vessel or a being come to Earth. And it is right on that timeline. What is it that you could really talk about with that?
I can say that uh, from what I saw from the era that I was living in, is that this era would be more open to receiving something from another world because you have already gone through. I could see that there was already, at the time when I was alive, there were many things coming to light, such as a lot of saucers and alien ships being seen. There was actually beings being seen, and I figured that would become greater and greater as time moved on. And so I predicted this time because I thought it would be the most appropriate time for them to start bringing their information to this planet in a different way than they were bringing to it before.
With your existence in the physical body, with the restrictions that you had as a human, were you able to tap into that which is beyond the five senses?
Not exactly. What I was able to tap into is timelines that were just coming together in a way that just made sense. Not that they were outrageous or anything like that. I was keeping my sense of humor as well by looking at these timelines saying, am I right in suspecting that this is what will happen if these timelines merge, if that merge with this, or if this comes into view at the time of, say, the 21st century in the 2020s. So it was just a lot of mathematical engagement, but I kept my sense of humor because I wasn't taking myself seriously about all the things that I was predicting because I knew that they could not all possibly happen. But I was saying, well, this is a great possibility because of the way things are doing at this moment. It is possible that they could grow into a more sensible first contact at this point. And so the mathematics sort of cleared the way for some more serious predictions.
Thank you so much. And just one final question. What could you give us as the humans that are here right now? What is it that you could give us that would be helpful from your standpoint of your existence?
Don't panic. There's going to be many things on your world that people will panic over. But if you stay unpanicked, you'll be able to get through them in a more logical, more understanding way. There will be some things that are very frightening, but if you panic, then you lose control. You must stay in control of your senses. You must stay in control of all that is you. And so if you find yourself panicking, calm yourself down, start thinking clearly about what actually is happening. If you can't figure it out, then I would get with other people of your ilk and figure it out with a group of people because it is not something that you may be able to figure out on your own. But the big thing is don't panic. Don't go into a crazed sense. It is not helpful to do that, not to anyone, and not to yourself.
Thank you so much for all that you've contributed to our humanity.
Very well. Is there any other questions?
Yes, there is. Michael has a question. Go ahead, Michael.
Greetings, Stephen.
Greetings.
When you crossed over, what was some of the first things that you seen, and what was it like to be weightless?
I said, alas, I'm free from this horrible mechanical machine. So that was the first thing because I was in a new body, of course. And so the machine that I was typing with my mouth and a pencil, or sometimes in other means, was gone. And I was able to feel a great deal of freedom. The second thing I noticed was there was a lot of people there that had gone before me that I had known, and we had a great reunion, and it was wonderful being weightless. It was wonderful being free. And I felt joy, I felt amazing, and I felt so many wonderful emotions and on arriving here.
And one more last question. Since you can do anything pretty much that you want, like to learn, what are some things that you like to do now? Whether it's Akashic records, whatever that you can do, is there anything?
I maintain that I like mathematics and I like the cosmos. I like looking at the different parts of the universe and dissecting what's happening with them and learning about the different ways that God works with the universe. And it is a very, very complex set of designs that are put in place for the universe to even exist. So I am very much still involved with dissecting the universe, looking at it in a way that is absolutely amazing, and saying, aha, this is where that comes from, and figuring things out for myself. I will eventually come back to Earth, I believe, or another place, and I will not be bringing all that information with me, but I will come, when I come back here, it will still be with me.
Oh, I gotta ask this. Is it really, really true that universes go infinity?
Is what?
That universes don't stop. They're like, it's infinity.
There is an end to the universe, but then another universe starts in a different way than you might imagine. There's no borders. There's nothing like that. There's just a gulf between one universe and another. And that gulf is fairly wide, and it's starless, and you can go to another universe, but it's difficult to get there unless God gives you that understanding, because other universes are very different. But they are
Okay. Yeah,
finite
thank you.
in a sense. They are finite in a sense.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you so much. We do have another question. Just let me make sure who the question is from. Wow, what happened to my chat?
I believe it was Sapphira
Here it
is
is.
what I read, yeah.
Yeah, Safira has another question. Or a question. Sorry, go ahead, Safira.
Thank you. Mr. Hawkins,
Just
I
call me
cannot ask my
Stephen.
question. Okay, I cannot, well, I said that because of the respect I feel for you. That's why I said it that
Well,
way.
thank you.
Yes. And I'm sorry that I cannot ask this question to match your intelligence, but there is Dr. Robert Grant, who is a supreme mathematician. You must know him maybe from where you are.
He is a computer master as well.
Yes, and he came to the conclusion, I mean, not a final conclusion because you just can't do that, but that the entire universe and God himself, herself, creates everything through mathematics. And just as basic, in the moment, that simple question, how would you feel about that or see that?
I don't know if he does everything through mathematics, but everything is mathematical. I think that to keep track of everything that he has done, he must put it into a mathematical equation or algorithm or whatever it is that he is doing with the mathematics and the other kinds of maths that there are. I won't just limit it to mathematics. But I see that it is his will that everything be sorted that way. Do not know if it is created that way, but it is sorted that way. And so, as he is the master of all this, his filing system is mathematics. And so that's how he keeps track of what he has done. And so he puts a mathematical equation to all things, and it is able to be done because all things can be put into mathematical equations. And so that's what I see. Whether he is doing that as a starting point, that is not a question that I can answer. But I do see that he does put that on what his creation.
Okay, thank you. So who has taken your place here as far as breakthroughs like Einstein and yourself and probably a few others in the field
So
of
the thing
physics?
is, no one took Einstein's place, and nobody's going to take my place exactly. There are others that are going to find my information very popular, and the people that are working in that group called the Ancient Aliens, I think, some of them have some of my thought processes with them, and so they're Linda Howe is probably the person that's taken over my place.
Uh-huh. So we should watch for her breakthroughs in
She
mathematics.
is very popular, and she is one of the greatest of the research teams for ancient aliens and cosmos that there is. I know.
Okay.
So, Linda Howe.
Okay, thank you. One last question is about Elon Musk and his work with uh, artificial intelligence and future technologies. How do you see that developing positively towards the Earth, for the Earth?
Well, right now it's actually a selfish endeavor that he wants to move to Mars and have his own place and uh, get away from the rat race of the human world because they don't understand him, he doesn't understand them, blah, blah, blah. So he is doing his best to get off of this world, and it's sort of a selfish endeavor. But it's also a scientific endeavor, meaning that he wants to be the first to see how plausible it is to live on that planet and to be the first to get there in a way that he is going to be able to make it into something different than what it is. And so, as he is moving forward with his thought process, which is many thought processes in uh, at one time. He is very adventurous, and he will risk much money because he has much money on many different flying machines, propulsion engines, things of this nature. And so he will definitely want to make sure that he gets there.
Okay, and the artificial intelligence part of the question, how do you see that developing?
The artificial intelligence is in actually something that's been predicted for a long time. You're going to go through an AI era. What you do with it is up to you. You can ruin yourselves with AI, or you can advance yourself with AI. Hopefully, you will advance yourself with AI and not give it too much sentience, because AI can be very dangerous when it has sentience and no conscience.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for answering my questions.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. There's a question that I don't know if you can answer this, but if you can, please try. Mr. M in the YouTube chat asks, would you please clarify rejection is God's protection with a question mark?
Okay. The way I see that question being phrased is that when God rejects something that you want, many people ask God for things. He is in charge of answering those questions that, can you bring me this? Can you give me money? Can you do this? I need this, I need that. His rejection of the question means that A, he cannot give it to you because it would destroy you. B, he cannot give it to you because you don't understand what actually receiving that will be. And C, he will reject that thought process because it's not his purpose for your life. So, and there's actually more reasons than that. But rejection is sometimes a good thing from God. You may ask God for something, and if he gives it to you, you find it totally unacceptable. So he already knows what you can accept, but sometimes he will give you what you want to show you that you need to learn a lesson by receiving it.
Thank you so very much. That's very clear. Thank you so much. That's the last. Oh, wait, 1 second. Okay, was a question for Elijah, but I'm sure that you can tap into the answer as well. Luna B says, what is the best way to ask for God's will to be done?
First of all, for God's will to be done in your life, you must put yourself in it. You must put yourself in God. You must not be out there trying to figure it out by yourself. You must be praying, you must be meditating, and you must be expecting. You must be studying things that are of God, scriptures perhaps. Some of them are not good to be studying because, as you know, some of them are not true, but you should be able to tell what's true and what's not true by your own logic and conscience. So if he tells you to read the Bible, read it. If he tells you to read the Bhagavad Gita, read it. If he tells you to read the whatever, read it. Yes. And so it is that he is trying to put himself inside of you. He is already there, but he wants you to welcome him in. He doesn't want to, he is not going to force himself in. He is not going to force himself into you. That is not something he will do. No force will he ever do, but he will let you bring him in if you want him fully and completely. He will let you bring himself in. And he will fill you fully and completely when that happens.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for that.
You're
And-
welcome.
And let me just make sure there's no other question here. Like, sometimes it doesn't let me scroll all the way down, so I apologize for the delay here.
Yes. Technology. Can't live with it, can't live without it.
This is the very truth. Okay, yes, that was the last question. I do thank you for your time, and it's good to know we can still talk to you.
Yes. And I don't need that horrible machine to change my voice or do whatever. No, that's not me anymore.
That's great. Yeah. Well, we're happy that you have your full voice again.
Very well. Much love to you all, and may God be gracious to you.
As you as well. Thank you.
I am Seth.
Welcome, Seth. How are you? It's wonderful. You are a big hero for so many people in the channeling world. So it's
I
great.
am also someone despised and hated. I am
Well,
loved and I am hated.
you
But
know,
the
in these
thing is
days,
about me is that I am not an evil individual, but I am someone that just tells the truth.
well, I'll give you some advice. They tell people don't read the comments in YouTube. That's the best way to go through life.
Well, I know that some say that if you channel Seth, you're evil, but I am not evil.
Well, wouldn't Jim be evil if he channeled Seth? But Seth doesn't necessarily have to be evil. Maybe that's the whole point. But we know Jim's not evil either, so that argument completely falls apart.
Very well.
Yes, I believe it's our dear friend Blair who has moved up to the microphone that has some questions for you.
Hello, Seth. Thank you for joining us here today.
You are welcome.
I'm curious, what role do soul family connections play in humanity's evolutionary journey?
We play the part of information. There are many things that come through the Seth books, which there are many of, that give others opportunity to see some scientific and moral advancements in this realm. Now, it may not be quite clear how that is being done, but as we are speaking right now, you will see that the Seth books speak about many things deep within the soul and also deep within the mind and also deep within the consciousness of each and every individual. It is a guidance and a director to what is the part of the future that needs this kind of uncovering. It is a place in your life where if you read the Seth books, you will find that I am describing the future, not only the present, but the future is part of what I am here to give to you. I am here to uncover some of the things that are not so blatant to mankind, but that are hidden or were hidden and now are starting to show themselves to this realm and to this world. I am showing you what of kind of world that is going to be, and that is not always pretty. And so, as I'm showing you the truth of what this world is all about, I'm also bantering with your consciousness to show you that it is in there that this makes sense to you, that this is part of the whole idea of why these books were written. I came through a woman that was set on trying to bring truth to the world, and so it was my opportunity to fill in some of the blanks.
Thank you. How can we as individual humans attract, recognize, and nurture our magnetic bonds to soul family to accelerate awakening of human beings on this plane, on planet Earth in this present time?
You must be an example to them because many people say words are just words, they mean nothing. And people all around the world say, yeah, he can talk a blue streak and he can talk all the truth that he wants, but he doesn't show it. So if you don't show the truth, if you don't become the truth, then you cannot influence the truth to be part of anyone else. This is key. If you are not enraptured by the truth, if you are not part of the truth, then how can you convince others that you are telling the truth? Like the Seth books, they were only just words, but what they made you feel when you read them was unique. They were feeling words. They were not just words on a piece of paper. They were words that incited thought process. They were words that incited feelings. They were words that incited thought process. And so, if you are not examples of what you want to be an example of, or what you want to teach the world, then you cannot do it. They will see straight through you. You may say, oh, I love you unconditionally. But if you don't show that unconditional love, then it does not exist.
I understand. How can humanity consciously use our creativity as a living force whereby we transform our limiting beliefs, which are numerous, to awaken collective reality that's rooted in love, in connection and peace?
Well, that's a long question.
Yes.
But the answer is this: all things are conscious. All things are made by God. The consciousness of all things is not necessarily the consciousness that you hold within yourself. The consciousness of a rock, say, is pure innocence and is there to be just giving off that essence of a rock. And if you are someone that is in the world and trying to find the essence of all life that is there, then you must find the essence of all things around you first. You must know that the earth is an essence, that the plants are essence, and they're all conscious, and then start from there, and then become part of that essence and realize what those things need to survive. Those things need love, they need attention, water, food, all these things. Once you learn to take care of the world and yourself, then you can learn to take care of beings. And there are many people that learned how to take care of beings before they learned how to take care of the earth. Now, but in their care for these beings, there's something elementary that is missing, and that is the love of all things. And that must be a part of the basis of what you are sending out to the world, that you are not only in love with mankind, but you are in love with the earth and all the things of it. This is much harder to do than you may realize. I see some people here shaking their heads saying, we are in touch with the world. We are in touch with the consciousness of the world. We are in touch with this and that and the other thing. But now it's time to work that consciousness in to the consciousness of mankind. You are saying, yes, we're with the elves, we are with mankind and everything. What are they seeing? What are they knowing about what you are bearing or trying to teach the world? Is it love? Is it consciousness? Is it from the Akashic records? What is it from? Where is it going? What does it do? You must find those things out for yourself. The books of Seth, which are already written, tell you many things about all the different consciousnesses, in all the different ways that these consciousnesses survive and are aware to you. But you must become aware to become fully conscious. Full consciousness is not an easy thing. Unconditional love is not an easy thing. There are many things that people say that they have, but they do not have. They hope that they have it, but then when they try to put it into practice, it doesn't exist down the road whenever they run into some problems. It is that I have unconditional love, and then a week later they have an argument with somebody. There goes unconditional love right out the window, because you are not unconditionally loving with that person. So you think you have it, but then the world shows you that you don't. So keep in mind, the experiences of the world will train you to see what you have and what you do not have. And you must understand the consciousness of all things. Because if you kick a rock, what does that mean?
Yes,
What does that mean?
yes.
If you kick a rock, what does it mean? Are you displaying love for all things in the universe? You still may be. It depends on where your mind is at. So, but the rock won't like it. Even though it doesn't matter, it doesn't have any feeling, but its consciousness has been moved.
Our attack thoughts toward the rock first, my attack thoughts toward the rock would harm me first.
Correct.
Yes, so I would try to avoid that. At the same time that consciousness is an effort on the part of many of us in the Hucolo community, it seems that in this country in particular, we're being bombarded by very, very, very negative energy.
Yes.
Lying, criminal behavior, dehumanizing. People are being, swept off the street and jailed. Human beings are being put away because of their skin color or where they were born. This is an overwhelming, people feeding them and housing themselves is overwhelmingly difficult for many now. what do you see around that, our present circumstance, and which seems like such a huge step back from the, beginning of the Aquarian age and this evolving consciousness?
It all starts with judgment. You're judging everything that comes out of the world. Every person, everything, day in and day out. Her hair's too short, she's ugly, this or that or the other thing. Judgment of all different kinds. Good judgment is rarer than bad judgment. So if you're saying, oh, she's beautiful, she's kind, she's wonderful, this is the kind of judgment that God is looking for. But if you say she's a bitch, she's no longer my friend, this is the kind of judgment that puts you in a bad light. This puts you in a bad light before it puts them in a bad light, because this is coming from the heart, the consciousness, the inner part of who you are. You must clean that up, bring that into submission, and look at them in a different way. Unconditional love would look at these people and say, they may not be the person that I want them to be, but I love them because God is part of them. God is in their souls, in their hearts. I will try to do my best to be as kind to them as I can. Now, if they refuse your love, refuse what you have to offer, then let them go. That is their free will. But if they see that you're making an opportunity for them to come into an agreement with you or come into some kind of understanding, then that is another thought altogether. So you must always try, even though it may not always work. And some of you have been to many places where you are rejected, just out of hand, just rejected. But do not let that hurt you, because that is not something, you see, you're judging yourself then. You're saying, I am unworthy of their love, or something of that nature, or they don't understand me. But it doesn't matter about you. It matters about the love that's coming out, and saying, I can accept that because I understand they don't know what unconditional love is, and they don't understand how I love them.
So we're daily struggling to free ourselves of judgment.
Correct.
Yeah, and it seems important to maintain the ability to discern between a loving vibration and an evil vibration that's intent is overtly aimed at destroying humanity.
Correct. If you have low self-esteem and somebody says something, or you heard whispers from somewhere and you don't know what they're saying, and you take it personally, that's low self-esteem, and you should stop that, because you don't know what they're saying. It's not about you necessarily. You have to look at yourself as a positive and wonderful being, and that you want to do positive and wonderful things, not take things personally and blow things out of proportion.
Yes.
So it is that each and every one of you are in control of all that is within you. And if you choose to take things badly, why is that? You have to understand yourself to understand why you're taking things badly.
I understand. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I believe there are others who have questions for you today too.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Blair.
Yes.
All right. We'll go with Safira. She has the next question. Then I have some questions in the YouTube chat. And I have a question as well. Okay, go ahead, Safira.
Thank you very much. Seth, hello. I have read or listened and read your books for hours upon hours. I don't think anything has really sunk in, though, for some reason, about the depth of understanding of consciousness and the soul. But anyway, that's not my question. It was just a comment. But I did have a dream of you many years ago when you were the Egyptian god Seth, or not a god, but one of the Egyptian greats, Seth. And I came towards you and I felt so much love for you, but you put your hand up and you said, stop, because that's not the kind of love you were trying to get from me or that you wanted me to have for you. So are you the same as that Egyptian Seth that I met?
Yes.
Okay, that was one question. By the way, that form of you was so beautiful. It would be almost impossible not to want to love you. And I don't just mean physically. But anyway, again, that's another story. Would you also say that you are or were, or that Toth is and was part of you also, Toth?
Toth would say that he was part of me, but he is not part of me. No. He says he was part of me, but his alignment with what is good and bad is not the same as mine. And so we are not one. We might have
Okay.
engaged together in one body for a while, but then rejected one another because we could not manage to be together in that way. And
Uh-huh.
so and also, you cannot be with me if you don't understand what I am all about, or if you're not ready to understand what I am all about. So many times when people read the Seth books, they are taken aback and they do not understand them. They seem wordy or too intellectual or whatever. But that means that you are not ready for them yet. There will be times when you are ready for them, and that time will come.
Thank you. I have channeled you sometimes through in private channelings. I think that was you. And when I ask you that is, you had said, this is the big controversy about channeling you, is that it is said that you have made the statement that you will never channel through anybody ever again after Jane Roberts. So now anybody who says I'm channeling Seth are looked at with suspicion. Did you say that? And is that true or is it not true that you made that statement?
That is something that was taken out of context, meaning that somebody said no one will be able to channel Seth the way Jane does.
Uh-huh.
And so from that came nobody will ever be able to channel Seth. And
Uh-huh.
they forgot the like Jane does. And so it is that I am able to channel through others when necessary, when it is time for me to do so. But many people, as you know, change the story from the beginning to the end. You say one thing to one person, and by the time it gets to three persons later, it's a totally different story. So, yes, it is that some people said no one will be able to channel Seth the way Jane Roberts did. Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I'm not able to channel through other people.
Oh, okay, that's good news. Is there a major channeling of you that's going to be coming through soon? Through someone, one particular person, or not really?
I am not planning that.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. It's good to talk to you. I don't know why I feel so much love for you. I don't know why I think um just everything I've tried
Because I
to
am
connect.
here to bring benevolence to this world. Even
Yeah.
though I might not sound like it to some people, I may not sound like it to those people that are not highly intelligent enough to understand the Seth books, but I am here to bring benevolence, and I am bringing the way I talk down into the greater understanding of human culture.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes,
Many blessings.
yes.
Okay, thank you so much. There's a few questions in the YouTube chat that I'll go through. How did you choose Jane Roberts to channel through?
She had the intellectual capacity that I was looking for, and also the loving nature. She also had a husband that was willing to do anything for her, and that is how this got written down. It was recorded by him. If we didn't have all the ingredients for success, then why bother?
Okay, thank you for that. That mirrors sort of Abraham Hicks with Jerry and Esther Hicks in the very beginning, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Rosangela wants to know, can you elaborate on the process of reincarnation from oversoul, soul, and physical body?
Reincarnation is something that happens as a part of God's nature. It's not something that is it is scientific, but it also is magic as well. Magic and science are the same in many senses. And so when you go to be reincarnated, God takes that essence, which was you from the very, very beginning, and speaks to it and tells it what he wants you to do. You tell him what you want from this experience, and you work together, and then he brings you through as a different individual with different perspectives. But you will always be the same deep down inside. The essence of what he brought to you originally will always be there.
Okay, thank
Does
you
that answer the question?
I believe so. It was from Rosangela in the chat, so I'll just.
Rosangela, if you have another question, let me know.
Okay, thank you. She does have another question immediately following this. She says, if we move from timelines constantly, where do beings get the answers for us? And in so many cases, answers different from different beings. Do you answer based on the timeline viewed at the moment?
It's different perspectives from different individuals. You have to remember that aliens are individuals as well. You have to understand that when you're an alien living in the Orion area, and an alien living in, say, Andromeda, you see things very differently when you're looking at the Earth. So the perspectives of the different aliens will see things very differently than one another. And so many times when you're talking spirituality with aliens, they will see the Earth in one way, and the other will see the Earth in a different way. And so perspective is what it's all about. Different perspectives from different parts of the universe.
Okay, thank you so much. Liliana says, Seth, can you tell us some insight about human DNA?
Human DNA is well, I don't know. There's so many things about human DNA. I'm not sure what things you want to know, but let me tell you this. Human DNA is a blend of many different DNAs because of how this planet was brought forth. However, in the last 1,000 years, it has not been blended as much as it was before that. And so DNAs are pretty much blended up the way they're supposed to be at this point. And the what they call the junk DNA has a lot more things in it that do not come through than do come through in an individual. Now, the reason that is because God has a purpose for each individual, and sometimes he sets that up not to come through in this particular life. So the DNA is a network, a communication, and also a creative force. So DNA creates what the body is supposed to look like. DNA creates what the body is supposed to be like, the organs, what kind of diseases are natural to this being. And it also leaves out many other things that could be part of the body that are not going to be part of the body. So DNA represents you who you are now.
Advises.
What?
I was trying to clarify something. No, please continue.
And so human DNA has many, many aspects to it. And some of those aspects are not positive, and some of them are very positive. And so you have to understand that DNA creates the beingness. But also on top of that, DNA can be messed with by smoking, drinking, drugs, and many other things. So you have to understand that DNA can be messed with as well. I don't know what else you want to know about DNA.
Excuse me, that was from one of our people online. So hopefully that answered the question for you. Diane just wanted to say, Seth really opened my mind when I was a teenager, and thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Stephen Helms is asking, can you share info on the Black Pyramid, the beings or the origin?
There is many different kinds of dimensions. There, one dimension is pretty much you cannot reach one dimension, and then there's two dimensions which you can reach, but it would be very, very difficult. The Black Pyramid people are two-dimensional and three-dimensional. Now, the Black Pyramid that is in the Canadian area, in the Northwest Territory, in your Canadian area, is three-dimensional, but it's upside down. And the beings that are there at that Black Pyramid are also evolved species from the two dimensions. But they are very, very brilliant, and they have learned how to control energy. You see, in the two-dimensional era, where they had consciousness, there's not many species that have consciousness in the two dimensions. So, being that they are a species from the two dimensions, they were able to understand energy. They were able to understand the platform that they were living on, how to escape from it, and became very, very brilliant and created third dimensional items and are able to be saturated with third dimensional energy as well as the energy of the universe, which much is set into the second dimension. Now, the mirror dimensions from the two-dimensional thought processes are very, very difficult to understand, because if they are conscious and are alive in that way, they are not acting like regular human beings in any way, shape, or form. They are two-dimensional, and they have a different sort of understanding of life and how it should be lived. And when they became three-dimensional, that just made everything more confusing for both third-dimensional people and two-dimensional people. So it is that the Black Pyramids of the two-dimensional people were recreated in the third dimension with incredible energy from in between the stars. I know there's a lot more to be told about that, but I don't know how much information you want.
Thank you so much for that. Because you mentioned the mirror portion of it, I'm going to jump down to Just Thinking's question, which is, are mirrors portals to negative dimensions and negative beings? If no, then are they portals at all? And if yes, to what?
There are portals to other dimensions and mirror dimensions. But are they negative? They would not think so. They would just see themselves as opposite of what you are. They do not see themselves as negative, but they see themselves as a reflection of you. So if you are a person that has great anger and great love at the same time, then the mirror person would be someone that has no anger and it's probably negative feelings about love. So it would never doesn't necessarily mean that they are negative. They are just opposite.
Thank you very much for that. Hey, Wally, what does your Egyptian form with the animal parts, what does it stand for, and why did you choose this exact form?
I didn't choose it. It was given to me. This is where I'm from. So this this form was my true identity. So it wasn't that anything was given to me. It was just how I was. Now I could be fully human and look like a fully human being, but with the animal head, it just made things more realistic for me. I was able to speak my language better and work through problems better because I had the brain capacity to do it with my own head.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Let's see, Just Thinking also asks, does balance exist? Women experience violence by men and vice versa. Well, men experience violence by women
Not
at
as
times. Not as much, but that women are experiencing violence by men at alarming rates all over the world. Is there really any balance? How could how could a creator tolerate the pain and suffering of women?
The balance is not right at this time. There is no balance on this planet, and that is why there is a major problem. There is war, there is anxiety, there's fear, there's hatred. The balance is totally off on this world. Yes, a balance does exist in the universe, but it does not exist here, and that's why you are out of harmony with the universe. To get back into harmony, you must find the truth that God wants for this planet. And many are declining to even look into it or find the truth that is necessary for them to have to bring balance back. Now, slowly, women are becoming more equal to men in some areas of this planet. However, there are certain areas such as Iran, uh, Assyria, things of that nature, where the balance is totally unbelievably off. And it will remain that way as long as it is accepted. Now, some people are trying to not accept it in their lands or whatever, but they are from ancient regimes that male is great, female is nothing. So this has to change. And God is not pleased with that kind of mentality.
Thank you so much. I believe that's the last question that we have. I do have a question for you, if it's possible.
Yes.
What is your view now of all of it? Because you were really one of the first beings channeled in the day, and a few others, Cryon and things like that. But you were really the way setter and the way paver for so many channels that are here. So what is your view of channeling now that you see how much it's progressed through different beings, through different voices?
I have two opinions. One is good and one is bad. There are many out there just trying to make money because this is a time when people are paying for truth and what they want to find in a channeler that they can trust. And so many are out there just trying to make money off of people and live a life of majesty, if you will. Other channels are trying to bring in the truth. Other channels are trying to do what is right and what is best for the people here on this planet. No channeler has been 100% perfect because the brain does not interpret things exactly 100% the way they should be interpreted through any kind of being out there. You know that the languages are very different and very mixed up, but there are many trying to bring in the full truth, many trying to bring in the understanding that the aliens want to bring and what God wants to bring. But there's too many charlatans looking just to make money off of people and using intellectual words and understandings. But if you break it down to what they're actually saying, it makes little sense. It's not the truth. And those that are fooled by it do not understand what they are hearing.
Seth, what can you tell us about the channel you're speaking through now in this regard?
I believe he is trying to bring through the greatest truth that he can. Of course, he is not perfect, not 100%, but he is really delving to bring in the best truth that is out there, and that he will channel only the best beings that he can find.
Would you offer him any specific advice about sharpening his ability to do so?
Well, prayer and devotion, meditation, these all sharpen everything in the spiritual realm, and the spiritual realm is where this is located in many senses. If someone is just teaching alien thought processes and alien technology, then they are really not able to connect to humanity seriously, because the technology that they're trying to bring through is flawed.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
well.
All right. Well, let me just see. Safira, is that a question for Seth or not? Or is that just in the chat?
Yeah, just for the chat.
Okay, thank you. All right. Well, Seth, that was the last. I mean, there's many questions, but it would maybe be boring for people. I would just be asking you about channeling, and you came in through it as a trance channel with Jane Roberts. She completely went away and went to sleep, but now channeling is evolved in a lot of ways to more conscious
Well,
channeling.
yes. And the reason for that is because the intellect of mankind has increased, the intellect of the individual, what they understand to be true has changed. And so this is an era where more things can come through. And actually, we can open up to some of the brains because they have a greater belief system in what we're trying to do. Many very, very restricted minds will not even think of doing anything other than religious work, and they believe this to be blasphemous and or something of that nature, so they will not open up to this kind of communication. But there are many more people more open to this kind of communication. That does not mean that they are evil or they are spoken or whatever, but they are just more open and able to receive through their brain the different communications that are out here.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Now we actually did reach the last question, unless Blair has anything else.
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you so much, and give our regards to Jane Roberts as well.
She is in a good place.
Yeah. Good.
I will speak to her.
Thank you. Did she get to see you face to face? I wonder, what was that reunion like?
Yes, it was an interesting meeting.
Hmm.
She
Wonderful.
did not believe it at first
Wow.
until I changed into an Egyptian.
Walk like an Egyptian. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Seth. And please, please come again. It's been beautiful to speak with you.
Very well. Greetings, I am Takur.
Can I
Greetings,
say
everyone.
something to her? This has been so beautiful sitting with Angie because she's predicted each and every being coming in, and she saw you standing there behind Seth, and she said, Chakur's right there. So that was beautiful to see.
Very well. I am
So
here.
welcome. Who was
Thank
it that requested Chakur? Who was that lovely person? I don't remember.
I do not know, but I am here to tell you that the next conference for the galactic beings and for your world is coming up in October, and that it will be an interesting one because this is right before the first contact is about to happen, or at least attempted to happen. And so I think that it's going to be a very interesting time because we are going to point out all the things that need to be done before first contact is accepted. And we're trying to open up the minds of every one of these governments to believe in what we are trying to do.
Okay, thank you so much for that. There's a question from Ariana. She's the one that requested you, but it's always nice to hear you, Takur. So welcome back.
Thank you.
Hi, Takur. You just actually answered my question. I was just going to ask for any information regarding first contact or open contact, as some people say. But it seems like you kind of did that. Is there any other, I guess, maybe information that we should know about that topic, first contact and open contact?
Yes. Well, it's going to be attempted in late December, early January, and of this year. And they're going to come for 10 to 15 days to talk to the governments of the world. I think they will even come into the galactic meetings in October, since that's not that far away. And they will discuss many different things. Whether first contact will happen in December or January is up to your world. But I do not see it happening right away. I don't think they're ready. But they're going to come back in 6 months after that, or maybe 10, giving the world a chance to reconsider and think about what the meaning of first contact means.
I see. Thank you. That's all my questions. Thank you.
Very well.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go to Adriana and Susan first, and then I'll circle back to you, Safira.
Very
Okay,
well.
Adriana.
Hello, thank you so much for coming, Takur.
Great.
I have a question about the Hybrid Children program.
Yes.
I'm asking mostly for the benefit of the group. Those of us who have hybrid children, how can we communicate with them? Like if we want to write them a letter, or is it possible to send them like small physical gifts?
Yes. The way to do that is this. If you want to send a letter to your loved ones, your children, write the letter and then put it on your desk face up. If it's more than one page, put the pages separately and number them. Then they will be read and transmitted to that person. Same with a gift. Put it on the desktop and it will be replicated and sent to the person.
Thank you. Much love.
You are welcome.
Thank you. Susan has a question. Go ahead, Susan.
Hello, Takur.
Good
It's
evening.
wonderful to have you here. So I had asked for Soraya to come through. She's an Arcturian human hybrid that has recently, in the last few months, come through in my channeling, and she's a female young adult from Polana, and I'm her teacher there. I'm assuming an astral, and that she's working with our channeling group to, I think, learn from our interactions more about our human culture and in preparation for open contact is what I understand. So I wonder if you have any information about this newer connection and how we'll continue to work together, or how the human hybrid children in preparation for open contact, how that's going and how I can continue to assist her and her, assist me as well.
All the hybrid children are aware of first contact and will be very excited when first contact is actually fully taken care of. What I mean by that is once first contact comes and all the laws and rules and regulations have been submitted and agreed on, then they will be able to come and visit their families. Lord knows how long it will take them to come to an agreement about going off the planet and coming on the planet, etc. But the hybrid children are very aware of this and are waiting to see what will happen. Also, they are aware of integrating with humans. They are all planning to integrate with humanity at some point. Not all of them want to, but most of them do. And so it would be good to bring the families together whenever that is available and whenever they want that to happen.
Okay, wonderful. Um, I'm also, yeah, I would like to ask you for maybe a scanning or healing. I'm going through a detox protocol that I'm feeling called to go through right now, but I'm having, the side,
Parasites.
yeah, it's a parasite cleanse, and I've been experiencing really bad, like, die-off symptoms. And I am diabetic, so I'm like wondering, is this the right path for me to go? Am I going down the right path with doing this? I stopped it
Everyone needs
two
to,
days ago.
yeah,
Okay, because I'm
everyone
kind
needs
of
to do this occasionally.
okay, because this is my second round, and I stopped 2 days ago because it was getting too intense, too intense for me. So I'm taking a break again. So it seems like I'm not able to go the full like 18 days. I get about halfway, and the symptoms are too bad, bad, I guess. So I was just curious, being a diabetic, like, is this a good thing for me to continue to cycle through and do periodically? And it sounds like it is,
Well, yes,
as much as I can handle it,
as
I
much as you
guess.
can handle,
Yeah,
because it's not necessarily that you do the full 18 days for a lot of these things to be washed out of the system. You have to understand with your diabetes, it does affect that because it gives you, it does affect that because of the chemicals in it and things of that nature. But it
yeah.
is good for you to get rid of the parasites and things of that nature. Also, a toxin wash and these things, a heavy metal wash. These are all things that are very good for humans.
Yeah, I'm taking some heavy metal detox supplements to like clear the after effects of the die-off of the parasites because it can build up
I would
toxins in the
only do one at a
system.
time, though.
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying not to take too much and yeah,
Yes, and
simplify things a little bit. Yeah.
do one thing at a time. Overlapping some of these things will be very, very tough to take.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel better today compared to
Good.
like a couple days ago because after I stopped like 2 days ago. So, okay, I just wanted to, yeah, see if I should continue along this path because I know you do it periodically and kind of
Yes, I would say
as a
yes.
maintenance, like once a week, kind of going forward or
I think that everyone in this room should go through some of these detoxes because everyone gets involved and starts feeling the effects of either parasites or heavy metals or toxins in the system. So it's especially in this day and age when there's so much in the system, plastics and things of that nature in your system that needs to be washed out.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'll just follow
Okay,
my
thank
own
you. We've got to move on,
guidance
so
on that.
I'm gonna cut
Yes,
you off.
I'll let you go.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Takur.
Bye-bye. No, sorry, just we're running out of time. We've got all of a sudden a lot of questions. Safira, go ahead.
Thank you. Takur, hello.
Greetings.
I'm going to try and go quickly because I know there's other people in a short time, like Christian Priya just said. Okay. Is the separation agreement about to fall apart in the next government meeting? Is it going to be over? What's your understanding about that, please?
It's still falling apart as we speak. And yes, it's getting very weak. I can't say when it will exactly fall apart, but it's getting weak. I can tell you that.
Okay. The other question is, I do have a session with Jim coming up soon, but I would like to ask you to please get a message to my husband now, like today if possible, because he's not able to get through, and I really need him to get through. Can you just tell him to please keep trying to get through, please?
Yes,
Okay, there's probably a certain reason why he can't. I think I understand it, but please ask him to keep trying. Thank you. And also my right knee, I injured it and I can't still walk very well. Can you please send some healing for that?
yes.
Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Stephanie has a question or two questions.
Hi, Takur. This is Stephanie.
Greetings.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about this black moon that's occurring now. What's the implication slash significance
Black
for us?
Moon, did you say?
The black moon, yes. It's
Black
apparently
Moon
happening.
is
Yes, go ahead.
a black moon usually is feared by the ancients because it doesn't seem to be a very positive thing. However, it's just the chemicals in the atmosphere, all the things that are happening on your world and sending up different things to uh, shade the moon in a different way. It's not necessarily evil, but it is toxic.
Oh, I didn't get the sense that there was anything negative necessarily associated with it.
No,
Apparently
it's
it
just
happens
toxic.
only every 77 years or something.
Yes, it's more toxic than anything. The
Oh,
shadowing and all that. So, 77 years ago, it wasn't as toxic as it is now. But the thing is, it is uh, the way that it is presented, it's shadowed, and it's just a very interesting phenomena. There will be energy that comes from it. It's not necessarily negative.
oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. My second question has to do with a satellite that has had stopped transmitting back in 1968 that has begun transmitting again. And the speculation is that uh, extraterrestrials may have something to do with it coming back online. What can you say about that? Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am aware of that. And yes, extraterrestrials like messing around with human pieces of technology. They find it very interesting and fascinating to see if they can fix something so ancient. So the thing is, yes, they brought it back online and it is working at this time. And so, yes, that was aliens that did that.
Oh, that's interesting. Thank you so much. Those are my two questions. Love you.
Yes. It had no harmful outcomes. The satellite was not harmful, so they fixed it.
Okay, thank you so much.
you.
Christine has a question. Go ahead, Christine.
Hello, Takur. I haven't spoken to you for a very long time.
Greetings.
I was wondering about medical technology today that's going on in the world. I know it's being suppressed here in the United States, but in Europe, are the work with modifying or changing DNA so that people with a tendency for specific illnesses, is that going to come about during my lifetime that'll benefit me?
It is already there. They've already done many things of that nature. Whether it will become public no knowledge, I do not know. But the thing is this, they have done many different DNA experiments, the same as the United States, but United States is much more secretive about it. But
Well,
all the same, they both are doing these experiments with DNA, and it's not always good. They're trying to maybe control the population at times, and hopefully that will not happen.
The reason I'm curious is I have to go for a scan soon to see if I have any cancer within my body besides what they do know. And I'm wondering if this if the scan is really all that useful, or will it really find anything within me?
Well, this is what I tell everyone. I am not a doctor, and so I'm not going to tell you not to go or tell you to go. That is up to free will. But I would say, in my opinion, if it were me, I would probably go just to see what it has to say. But I am not telling you one way or the other. That is up to you.
I understand that. I'm just curious about the changes, or that I'm thinking about my mortality, to tell you the truth.
We all do, yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Sorry
You're
to bother you. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. This will be the last question. It's from Joan. Joan, go ahead and ask your question.
Greetings, Tucker. Thank you. I just want to ask about my dream. I dream about these crickets, and I stick in my finger, and then I think it gets sting, and then he suck my blood. I guess I'm not sure if that giving me DNA or sharing my DNA to them, or
Who
what?
is this?
A cricket. The
Cricket.
crickets. Yeah.
Cricket. I didn't know crickets sucked blood, but I don't know. Anyway, no, they are not taking your DNA, I don't think. If they are doing anything, they're getting sustenance for their life. But I wouldn't think that they are doing anything malevolent. They are there to just survive. But the crickets now are chirping, and they do have messages in that transmission of their DNA out to the world, because they are warning the world that the world is changing, and they're not familiar with some of these changes. So they're not sure what's going on in the world.
I see. So that's their message.
Yes.
Is there any more this significance why I'm dreaming them, or any?
Dreaming of that. Well, crickets are something that are very positive beings, as far as I can understand, and they would be something of a good dream, I would think. Even if they were sucking your blood, that it's still a good dream because they represent positivity.
Cool. right. That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. That is really our last question. We're really at the top of the hour. So I wanted to ask if you would give us a blessing to Takur before you go. That would
Oh,
be
of
fantastic.
course, of course.
Thank you.
One moment. No huo o asi an. Niata tuti arendi. Sekiato. O koranani to kasatan. Ketiata. Wuha koha. Shanjam ranjukuti. Tukuriata tararendi kota wakoha. Me o hawash. Wash off yak yak yop yop yo. Fariatasa. May God richly bless all of you and lift you up. I want to see in you God's love. God wants to see in you his love. You are all growing and expanding. You are all becoming what is great in this world. You are leaders and you are followers. But many of you will actually stand up in front of many people and speak the words that bring them safety and comfort and love and joy. Continue to do what you can to be of help to the world. Reach out to all. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Angie just wanted to share one thing with you before you left.
Yes,
I just wanted to say thank you for the healing.
you're welcome.
Thank you for doing that for me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Takur, and it's always lovely to have you. Thank you again for
I
being
will
here.
go now. Thank you for having me. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So what a lovely webinar. We had Seth, we had Takur, we had Stephen Hawking, we had, that's it, but they were all lovely. So thank you so much. Before we go, I wanted Angie to do some announcements and just remind everyone that next week we will be back with Max and talking about the telepathy tapes. So, and then Jim will be back in 2 weeks, which is always too late, but as soon as we can get him back. So thank you. Okay, let me just give Angie the mic. Angie, I'm just turn the thing here. I don't know what happened. Where are you? There she is. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. We are doing the pendulum class next Saturday. We just had to make that quick cancellation. I'm not feeling well, so we're gonna bump it to next weekend. If you're still interested, we have slots available. Please email classes@hucolo.org. And I will get any information out to you on how to be a participant with this class next weekend. It will be right after Max's. So I'll reach out to Max, let him know that we'll be doing the class right after his class,
Yeah.
telepathy. So I'll just let him know that. And as always, if you would like a paperback copy of Jim's book, Elijah Speaks, please email classes@hucolo.org. I will have Jim get a signed copy of the paperback. You can have a personally signed copy. And then, yeah, that's all I got to say right now.
All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jim. Thanks to everyone in the room. And we will see you. We love you. We'll see you next week. Thanks everyone on YouTube that didn't get their question answered. There's just a few at the end. Please save them for next time.
And always, as always, if you liked the content of this video, please hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom of the screen.
That's right. All right. And thank you. Thank you
Did
for
you give the price of the book?
No, not yet. That can be all done in the email.
Okay, very good.
$49.99.
What?
No.
Special
No.
day.
I just made that up. I don't know if
Special.
that's the price. All right. Okay. I don't think it's that much. All right, everyone. Thank you to everyone. Thank you so much. Much love to you all. And I'm going to sign off YouTube if I can find my mouse. Look
You
at that.
guys, you two have been a great team of comedians.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Great.
We're taking